We want to put the line of rivets in the centre of the tube, and you can see that the panel doesn't come up to the edge of the tube. The panel starts where the radius of the tube finishes. So we want to find the centre of the tube, which is actually about 3/8 of an inch from the edge of the panel. So we can mark 3/8 of an inch at that end, 3/8 of an inch at that end, and join the dots across the marks. Which gives us all our hole centres. Here's another little trick that you can use to mark the hole centres using your digital caliper. You can set your distance away from the edge of the panel on the readout. We'll call it 10 millimeters. Lock it with this little screw, and then you can run the caliper down the edge of the panel, just scratching a very light line on the masking tape. This is the little centre punch we showed you earlier. Very handy tool. Put on the mark, spring loaded, and give it a ding. Right, we're ready to drill the holes for riveting the panel to the frame. First thing to do is to clamp the panel to the frame. We've got a couple of little G-clamps, and we've wrapped some masking tape around the bottom so we don't scratch the paint. First we need to drill just a couple of holes in the panel. Battery drill is fine for this, but make sure it's a decent one with a speed over 1000 RPM. We've drilled two holes in this panel, one at this end and one near this end. What we're going to do is temporarily fix the panel to the frame with Clecos. This is a Cleco fastener, and it's operated with a pair of Cleco pliers. Now, these are available in 3 sizes. The one we're using here is an 1/8. Here's how it works. The Cleco expands as you release the pliers when you put it through the hole. We can now remove the clamps. And the panel's held securely in place, so we can drill all the rest of the holes perfectly accurately. Once you've drilled all the holes, you can then remove the Clecos, take off the panel and deburr all the holes in the panel and the frame. The top edge we're going to dress over the round tube, and to do this we're going to use a hard rubber mallet. We put Clecos in all the holes to hold it securely in place. We're just working away along the tube slowly in 2 or 3 runs. To get the aluminium to form neatly around the round tube. Before we finally rivet the fixed panel, there's a few more things to do. One of those is to prepare the removable panel and the frame. We lay the removable panel in place, and we've got to make a cutout for this bracket. So we put on the masking tape on the panel, we've marked the width of the cutout, and we now need to mark the depth of the cutout. There are many ways to cut a piece from a sheet of aluminium like this. We're going to use this little pair of nibblers. Very neat.